Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover in the Low Country today, so we'll get started with our headlines. The hurricane season doesn't officially begin until June 1st, but another of the respected hurricane forecasts predicts a busier than normal season. Colorado State's weather researchers say the Atlantic Ocean could produce 11 hurricanes this summer. That's more than CSU has predicted in their April forecast in its 20-year history. The forecast calls for 23 named storms, up from 20 a year ago, which is the fourth most since 1950. An average season has 14 named storms and 7 hurricanes. Researchers cite record warm tropical sea surface temperatures and the transition to La Nina wind conditions as the reasons for their prediction. Georgia officials have captured a suspect in connection with a stabbing at the Hardeeville Welcome Center over the weekend. 59-year-old Jesse Taylor of Augusta was arrested in North Augusta. The suspect is believed to have been posing as a security guard at the Welcome Center on I-95, where he approached the victim to check him out and then stabbed the visitor in an attempted robbery. The victim is now recovering from non-life-threatening wounds. Governor McMaster has taken advantage of this relatively quiet time in his job to have a surgery he put off for a couple of years. His office says the 76-year-old governor is back to work after having a torn meniscus repaired that was injured playing tennis with his wife back in 2022. The procedure had been delayed because of this discovery that the governor had an intermittent, irregular heartbeat. His AFib was also corrected surgically last November. You might notice an increased presence of Beaufort County Sheriff's deputies on Hilton Head's beaches for the next few weeks in response to the shooting of 2 teenagers from New York during a party on the beach Easter night. A 17-year-old was shot in the hand and an 18-year-old in the hip. Both are recovering. No arrests have been announced yet in those shootings, but one of the teenagers has reportedly provided a Snapchat video of the suspected shooter. The sheriff's office always has dedicated officers for late-night beach patrol, but there will be more added during the tourist season. By now, you're well aware that there will be a total eclipse on Monday, but what you might not be aware of is that here in the Low Country, we will only be able to see about a 75% eclipse Monday afternoon. We will see it get darker beginning at about 2 p.m., maxing out a little after 3, and then returning to full sunlight by 4:30. It is not as profound as the eclipse back in 2017, but it's the best eclipse we'll see until 2044. It is still recommended that you use special glasses to view the eclipse, even though it won't be as intense here as it will be in other parts of the country. And you might not be able to see the Hilton Head Island's new owl family together much longer. 2 months after the owl siblings named HH5 and HH6 were born in the Hilton Head Land Trust Raptor Cam nest, the pair of youngsters has grown to a similar size to their parents, Bailey and Joshua, who have been viewed protecting and feeding their young family. The kids have already fledged, meaning they've left the nest, but do occasionally return for visits. You can still view the Raptor Cam at hhlandtrust.org. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. It's been a rebuilding year for the May River boys lacrosse team, but make no mistake, the foundation is still strong. Team Lowco's Wes Kerr was in the tank to see May River continue its dominance over rival Bluffton last night with a 17-5 rout on senior night, as Ashton Stevenson collected 5 goals and an assist, and Bryson Hart added 4 goals and 2 helpers to lead the Sharks to their 11th straight win over the Bobcats dating to 2018. The Sharks also pulled out a tough win on the soccer pitch as May River's boys scored 3 second-half goals, all within a span of 7 minutes, to escape with a 3-2 win over Parkview, Georgia. And Coach Misa Garzon joined us on the LowcoSports Lowdown to recap the match. Bluffton's boys notched a 7-1 win over Richmond Hill, and the girls from Hilton Head High and Hilton Head Prep both posted shutouts. And it was a nice night for the Beaufort Eagles, who won a 5-team golf meet at Hilton Head Lakes, picked up a 12-9 win over Brookwood, Georgia on the baseball diamond, and blanked Hilton Head 8-0 in softball, with Kylie Rast racking up 18 strikeouts. Dominant. 2 weeks from today, we'll be in the throes of the 56th RBC Heritage presented by Boeing, and as one of only 8 limited field events with no cut and guaranteed paychecks, this year's tournament promises to offer one of the most star-studded fields we've seen in the event's rich history. World number 1 Scotty Scheffler is among the big names committed to play at Harbortown from April 18th through 21st, along with superstars Max Homa, Victor Hovland, Colin Morikawa, and Xander Schauffele. We'll keep you posted on who else intends to tee it up on Hilton Head the week after the Masters. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Well, it's sunny but a bit cooler around here today. What's going to happen with the weather? Let's find out with Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to see plenty of sunshine throughout this weekend, but the temperatures are going to be a little cooler. Then we are going to see the temps going back up into the 70s starting next week. So taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be sunny with Hillnet having high 63, a low 47, Bluffton's at a high 65, a low 45, and Beaufort's at a high 64 and a low 45. Come Sunday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with Hillnet having a high 66, a low 49, Bluffton's at a high 69, a low 45, and Beaufort's at a high 68 and a low 47. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 7:04 and sunset's going to be at 7:47. Taking a look at the tides, Saturday high tide's going to be at 8:01 a.m., low tide's going to be at 3:08 p.m., and then come Sunday, high tide's going to be at 8:56 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 3:57 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday it's going to be sunny with the highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s. Tuesday it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with highs in the 70s, lows getting back up into the 60s. And then come Wednesday, we're going to see a shower in the morning, but should be clearing up by the afternoon. Otherwise, it'll just be cloudy throughout the rest of the day. Highs will be in the 70s, lows in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. After a quick break, I chat with the finance director from the city of Hardeeville. Don't go away.